My best friend is Jesus.
Man, I've got 3 best friends and they're all female.
One person catches feelings sometimes.
I have one male best friend and one female best friend.
I think it's possible for people who are not attracted to the other side.
It's complicated.
This is the most interesting show to make landfall on television with the 3 most interesting men who are capable of holding on to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Men's Corner.
Now, the word friend is easily one of the most abused words in the world. Most people don't even know what it means. We use it for people who are just mere acquaintances. And I think social media has made it worse, especially Facebook. You are friends with people you've never met. And we're going to be talking about that, but going even deeper, talking about best friends, a term I don't believe in. Mm-hmm. And we're not just going to be talking about best friends, we're going to be talking about the best friend debate with regards to sexuality. You want to stick around for this. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back to Men's Corner. My name is Ebuka Obi-Chandu. Andre Blaze Henshaw to my left. Mazino Appeal to my right. Are we friends? Would you say we're friends?
That's a good question.
I'd say we're friends. At least that's what they expect to hear.
But they didn't expect to hear that. You know, I thought about that this morning.
Yeah.
Like, we almost never hang in the same social circumstances.
Yeah.
No, yours are weird and muscular.
Who's talking?
Yours are celebrities. Mine are regular people.
Yours are people who think 2 wheels are better than 4.
Fantastic people.
We have
You
sex
guys,
with machines.
You guys are welcome to join. You guys are welcome.
Anyway, we're talking about the best friend debate today. And like I said, I don't believe in the word best friend. I think you can have close friends or a close friend. But that best friend, I feel like it's a secondary school thing. Oh, my best friend.
Do you know how many fights, how many wars have started?
Yeah. Why are you hanging out with somebody else? You know that sort of...
I remember this one time, Andre, I was in the studio and I was talking to this guy. And, I said, because I have a thing when people call me Zeno. Zeno means we're really close. Z, that's a different other level we are not going to talk about.
That's just your wife.
Exactly. Yes, what he said.
And he just put a bullseye on his head for no reason other than it was just that day.
So I was talking to this guy and then he called me Zeno. And I said, what do you call me? Please don't call me that. Only my friends call me that. And he was like, he literally went like...
He didn't know you were not friends. He just found out at that moment.
I'm not your friend.
I felt so bad.
People take that very like seriously. And I said it at the beginning. The word friend is easily bastardized. I've been guilty a few times. And I know he's my friend. I'm like, but wait, I've not talked to this guy in a year. Mm-hmm. We never hang out. Mm-hmm. The fact that we see when we see and we have something to talk about doesn't necessarily mean we're friends. True. I mean, we're acquaintances. We have a good relationship.
You have
I feel like
mutual
friendship
interests,
is a very deep
whole
term to
thing,
use.
Man. Different.
And but like I said, today's topic is about the debate of it, which is with regards to having a best friend from the opposite sex. And how all the drama that comes with it. With regards
Very dramatic.
drama from your male friends, wondering,
No, your male friends.
now lie, Joe, you dey chop am. They can never believe
I agree with you.
that you're just friends with her. And from your partner who doesn't understand why you have to have a best friend who's...
I'll tell you something though, once you get married, all that bull crap about
It
having a
will
best
not work.
friend, it does not work. Trust me.
I guess it works for some people, but
No,
I don't
really?
know. It's not.
Wait, so when you get married, you can't have a female best friend?
Even when you're dating, honestly, most girls don't find it comfortable.
They don't find it comfortable, it's still
They might not
allowed.
necessarily
But once you
push
get
for it.
married, you tell your partner
It
that
takes
she's
a
my
deep
best friend. Are you
understanding.
serious?
I mean,
No,
ideally,
that hasn't been my experience. to be honest.
ideally, your
It's
best
okay.
friend should be
It's
your
okay,
partner.
you're not married.
No, I'm not talking. Dude, not everything revolves around marriage.
But
But your best friend
this
should be your
case, it
partner.
does.
You incredibly
I know, handsome
single-minded,
human being.
narrow-brained monologuists. Damn.
So you don't have an issue with your partner having a male best friend.
I've had partners who've had male best friends. That's not my business. See, I think it comes down to whether or not.
Were these partners?
Let me paint a scenario for you now.
Why would I have a male partner? What is wrong with Mazino today?
How did we get there?
He asked.
So let me paint a scenario for you now. We know how girls night out, they go clubbing, they hang out. She comes back at 3 a.m. If she does that with her male best friend 2-3 times a week.
Are you mad?
And every time you call her, it's like, oh, I'm with Peter.
Are you mad?
Oh, I'm at Peter's place.
No.
Oh, I might not come back today. I'm sleeping over at Peter's.
Why?
How do you handle
Well, I think that has to be.
You're stammering small.
No, it has to be compared and contrasted based on what I do with my female best friend. So if
if you don't have a female best friend?
then you wouldn't be able to understand it or be able to tolerate it.
I mean, you probably have had it, but I'm
But
saying that
currently
you're
don't have one?
you're in a committed relationship with this person.
And then she's at Peter's place and they hang.
And they spend
I
a
wouldn't have
lot
it, I'm
of time
sorry.
together.
Straight up.
Let's get one thing straight. Half of the reason why people are skeptical about your best friend being female or male is because we think we own people.
No,
No, hold on, Miles. Let me get to where I'm going. We think that we own people. We think that people owe us fidelity as some sort of byproduct of the fact that we're dating. So this is something you have to do. You're going to have to bleep out what I'm going to say next. I'm going to cuss a bit. Somebody is going to fuck someone you know. And then someone is going to fuck someone you date. And before, during, or after, someone will fuck someone you marry. Get over the hang-up. Okay?
I think Mazino has a few things to say to that, but we're going to find out what the guys in our panel have to say, and then we'll come back. Mazino would have put his points down.
The pottiness of the season.
I'll see you guys in the moment.
Man, I've got 3 best friends and they're all female.
Yeah, my best friend is a female.
Trick question, babe. It's a female.
Male. Best friend male. Male.
I had a guy who thought I was his best friend, but it wasn't mutual.
Never had the best friend of the opposite sex.
A best friend must be able to offer you everything. And there are some things I cannot collect from men. You understand what I mean? I don't have to spell everything out. So I'd rather call it buddies as to best, because best friends is too cozy. Like we're best friends, they're holding hands. Like I'm walking on the side of the road and I see 2 guys holding hands and they call themselves best friends now. That's not best friends, that's something else.
Boy, it's quite hard not to catch feelings when your best friend is the opposite sex, because you spend a lot of time together. Obviously, you share many things in common, perhaps principles as well. And then if you're single at the time, or perhaps if your partner is stressing you out, and then you begin to find solace in your best friend, and then you might want to kick things off. It's crazy. It's pretty complicated.
Most of the time, when girls say that you are in the friend zone, that's where you are going to die. Unless maybe somehow where God changes the way she sees you. But sometimes the guy might be interested in trying to make a move. But if a girl says you are like a brother to me, that's the end. You are a brother.
Which men are you working with? Please, don't be best friends with me if you don't want to get physical.
It takes strong men like me, people that have, control, self-control, people, you have to do something you have to meditate for, you have to be like join like, a monastery or something. You have to, I'm just messing with you. Basically, it's willpower. It has to do with your mind, but chances that, if you're best friends with someone of the opposite sex, chances are 30% stuff will not happen, but 70% some stuff might happen.
It's simple. You don't talk about your best friend. Why would you talk about obvious? What is wrong with you? You don't talk about how much. You keep her away from the picture. Just do your best friend thing. Understand? She doesn't have to know. She doesn't have to know.
Does it count that I'm single, that I can say I don't know?
My best friend is Jesus.
I have 1 male best friend and 1 female best friend.
Actually, you know what? I have 1 best friend, she's female, and she's my mommy.
I say what usually happens is in this whole male best friend, female best friend situation is that one person starts off liking the other person, but then somehow either the girl's like, yeah, I didn't really see you like that. I feel like, we're best friends. I feel like we're better off as friends. And then the guy just accepts and then everyone just becomes best friends. And then you get to the point where you can never really go back from it because you've now entered the friend zone that's swimming level. Yeah.
I have had a best friend in the opposite sex, and it didn't really turn out well because then we crossed the line, and then we kind of did not remain best friends, and now we don't even speak anymore. So, yeah. I mean, we always downplay it, but sometimes one person catches feelings, sometimes, but then it's just for a period of time. Like they kind of catch feelings and then they let it go, that kind of thing.
Okay, I know I said I have 2 major best friends and only 1 male best friend, but I actually have another male best friend. I just thought about it now because you're probably gonna see this and kill me. Hachi. Have we ever been physical? No. Yeah, no. We've never been physical. I mean, there was a time where he did express his feelings for me, and I think at some point I thought I had feelings for him, but then you just kind of just move past it. So no, have I ever been physical with a male best friend? I haven't.
Members of the opposite sex were actually someone that you feel close enough to call your best friend. If there's an attraction, even if it's the smallest thing, you're already comfortable with them and you've kind of crossed all the I guess all the T's and all the I's, like everything's already kind of sorted. So the only thing that is left is, oh, okay, maybe or maybe not. I can actually be with this person. So it's very difficult. It's possible, but it's very difficult to, not cross that line with your best friend.
If my boyfriend and his best friend want to go on holiday together, go on vacation, just the two of them, nobody else, I don't understand what's really going on. That will happen.
You want to travel with my man because he's your best friend. Girl, I will cut you if you try it. I'll call the airline and cancel the ticket. You're not serious. Like, what I don't understand, it's okay for you guys to do drinks once in a while. And even that, those drinks, let's go for lunch, I have to know where you guys are at every point in time. So I can just
take a trip together. I'm very worried because anything can happen on the trip. So I have a problem with that. If we're taking a trip together, let's all take a trip together. Why do I have to be left out of this trip? I'm the girlfriend. So I have to be there as well.
I mean, before me, you guys were going on vacation, that's fine, that's fantastic. But I'm here now. So she has to understand that I've taken that position. She just has to deal with it. And you also shouldn't even bring that up.
I mean, why are you traveling together? It doesn't even make any sense because why? To explore how close you can get. You're already best friends, eh? Actually, travel with me. Let's realize what we are doing in this partnership, okay? Thanks. We'll FaceTime you when we travel. Thank you.
All right, ladies, thank you very much. Quite philosophical there. I don't know if did you get anything from that, no?
Way too philosophical.
I know that a lot of ladies, their best friends are their hands, but
Are there what? I'm trying to be very neat this season.
because they know how to walk it. Would you? I think it's. I would say yes to this even, but would you let your female best friend be your best man?
No, growing up, I thought I had this great.
I think it's a cool idea.
It was great. Yeah, but to say the least, we're no longer best friends. And then when you actually get to this age and you're mature enough to be getting married, and you note all the,
Yes, you wouldn't, would you?
Yeah.
I could do it,
That
but
was
I didn't have
actually,
a female best friend.
that
at
was
the
the plan
time,
for
so-
me.
Yeah.
That was,
see
it
how
was
much
once
alike
upon a
we
time.
are. That was a plan for me as well.
Yeah. I had a female best friend only once in my life in university, but I feel like I was only friends with her because she used to cook. I used to go to her house to eat.
I didn't think you could break up with a best friend. And on the last day of school, when we're checking our NYC postings and everything, and then she walks up to you. I don't understand. I'm still pained by it. You know, everybody who went to school with me knows who I'm talking about. And then she says, we can't be friends anymore. And I'm like,
She broke up with you?
yeah, I'm like,
Why? She met someone?
I don't know.
Wait, hold
get
up.
it.
How do you break up with your best friend?
I don't understand.
Don't you break
It's
up
like-
with
it's
people
like-
you're dating?
Yes, that's why I don't understand it. Because
That wasn't your best friend. Were you
I was
aware? Wait, hold
confused.
up. Do you agree that it was a breakup though?
I sort of do because it felt that way.
Then you must know that you weren't just friends with her. There was something else.
Perhaps we weren't just friends, but we never kissed. We never did anything that was.
Dude, that's not how that
but
works.
when you say I've never been closer to anybody else up to that point in my life, I had never been close. So it was.
Did you ever at any
really-
point want to do anything else with her besides being friends?
I wanted to kiss her,
Did you ever want to do that with any of your
No.
best friends?
but then the feeling died very
Yeah,
naturally.
people will say that thing. People will say that to you, right? Like, are you guys now?
Everybody thought we
Her
were
close
dating.
friends actually thought you guys should actually give it a
Every-
shot. I'm like, nah.
What if she was thinking that, and she tried it? What would you do?
Too close to home.
Nah,
What would you do?
I'm not gonna answer that.
that's a new thing. That's a new thing.
That's a little close to home, actually.
Why?
I'm
Because
I'm
it
not-
happened.
I'm not going to answer that.
Why?
It's all right. He doesn't
Because
have
I'm
to
not going
answer
to
it because
answer
I intend not to answer a lot this season. I'm not gonna answer that. It saves me a lot when I
Because
get
I have a friend who did that with his best friend, and I haven't seen him in 2 years. But at the time I saw him last, the thing had happened for about 7 or 8 years, and they hadn't spoken to each other after that. He leaned in and they kissed like a proper French 2-minute kiss, and they've not spoken to each other since then. It was the peak of awkwardness for both of them, and they just went, and they just don't talk to each other anymore. Do's and don'ts.
I don't have any. I don't have any do's and don'ts. It's at the end of the day, it's your life. Much like I can't change this gentleman right here. I don't intend to change you. But yeah, I don't have any. I'm sorry, not this.
Live your
not this
life.
episode. Live your life.
Do live your life. That's a do.
Thank you very much. Do live your life.
Do's and don'ts. Try as much as possible to get, because this is really the conversation here is really about your partners and your best friends, right? Try as much as possible to get both of them in the same space so they can talk and understand what you guys share. But more importantly than that, please take a second and figure out why you're best friends with the person that you're best friends with. Because if you're harboring romantic inclinations, there's nothing wrong with that. You could, I mean, you're supposed to be best friends with your wife, right? Mm-hmm. You could go that route with it. If you're still single, there's nothing keeping you from doing that. But when you get married, having a best friend that you have a romantic feeling for and you can't talk to your significant other about, that's going to be more trouble than it's worth. So be honest with yourself.
Andre has the longest do's and don'ts.
I am Confucius.
Well, on the final note, like I said, like Andre said, I mean, if it's not a long-term relationship, marriage, whatever it is, I think it might make sense that you want to do all of that best friend things. But when you get into a committed relationship and it's long-term, guys, babes, your partner's emotions and wants
must
and
be
needs
considered.
Are paramount.
Yep.
So have that conversation.
My wife is so proud of me.
Thanks,
this episode,
guys,
I'm
for
very
joining
sure.
us. And to my best friend, Cynthia Obiuchendu. Love you, baby.
Man, you are cheesier. You are cheese. You are lactose. You are lactose.
Tolerant.
You're lactose itself. I cannot stand this guy. One more episode, I can't stand this guy. Ah, man.
Yeah, welcome.
Your best friend is your best friend. You know, they're there for you regardless of whatever is happening. But, you know, nothing sexual can happen. So don't say because, oh, she's my best friend, she can change in front of me. It's okay. You're not gay, you understand?
Don't deceive yourself into thinking that someone that you're physically attracted to is your male best friend, because one way or the other, something might lead to something, and it might be in like the most awkward position.
Don't go to your best friend's house past a certain time that your partner is uncomfortable with.
If you know that she has a guy, you're still actively trying to be involved in her day-to-day process, then just maybe you have feelings for the person that you're admitting.
Try and make sure that, you know, your best friend and your partner get along, because once they get along, life will be easier for you. Like, the stress just automatically comes down. They won't be hanging out without you, and then they will not become best friends. All of you now be best friends, and then that might lead to threesome.
Know where to draw the line.